Janelle Brown finally reveals her pregnancy ultrasound on Instagram. Fans are shocked, thinking face. Hello friends, I am Elena, welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Janelle Brown, the beloved star from the hit reality TV show Sister Wives, has recently taken to Instagram to share some very surprising news with her fans and followers. After much speculation and curiosity surrounding her personal life, Janelle finally revealed a pregnancy ultrasound photo on her Instagram account. This unexpected post instantly sent shockwaves through the fan community, sparking a wave of reactions ranging from and congratulations to surprise and disbelief. For months, fans of Sister Wives had been closely watching Janelle's social media activity for any hints or clues about her life updates. The show, which follows the polygamist Brown family, has always kept viewers deeply engaged in the personal journeys of each wife. Janelle, known for her warm personality and calm demeanor, has been relatively private about certain aspects of her life lately. So when she posted the ultrasound image, it marked a significant moment for many who follow her story. The ultrasound picture itself was simple yet powerful, a black and white sonogram clearly showing the early stages of pregnancy. Alongside the image, Janelle wrote a heartfelt caption, expressing her gratitude and about this new chapter. She thanked her fans for their ongoing support and shared how meaningful this moment was for her and her family. Although she did not provide extensive details about the pregnancy, such as the due date or other personal information, the post alone was enough to ignite intense discussion online. The fan response was immediate and overwhelming. Many Instagram users flooded the comments section with messages of congratulations and well wishes. Supporters expressed their happiness for Janelle and her family, praising her courage in sharing such a personal milestone. Comments like, "Congratulations, Janelle. So happy for you," and sending love and blessings your way were among the most common. However, not all reactions were purely celebratory. Some fans were genuinely shocked by the news. Several viewers admitted they had no idea Janelle was expecting and were caught completely off guard by the ultrasound reveal. This surprise sparked a flurry of speculation, as fans began to wonder about the timeline of the pregnancy and how it fit into the broader narrative of the Sister Wives family dynamic. Discussions also arose around Janelle's age and health, with some fans expressing concern or curiosity about how she was managing the pregnancy. Janelle is known to be a devoted mother to her other children, and many were eager to learn how this new addition would impact her life and the family as a whole. Despite some worries, the overall tone remained positive, as most fans focused on sending encouragement and support. Social media quickly became a hub for theories and predictions about Janelle's pregnancy journey. Some followers speculated that the pregnancy might be linked to recent developments or changes within the Brown family that had been featured on the show. Others suggested that Janelle had chosen to keep this part of her life private until she felt ready to share it publicly, which many respected. In addition to Instagram, news about the ultrasound reveal spread across other social media platforms and entertainment news outlets. Several fan pages and reality TV blogs picked up the story, amplifying the excitement and curiosity surrounding Janelle's announcement. Interviews and articles soon followed, where experts and commentators discussed the significance of the reveal for both Janelle personally and the Sister Wives franchise overall. The timing of this reveal also intrigued fans. Came after a period where Janelle had been less visible on social media and the show, leading to much speculation about what was happening behind the scenes. The ultrasound post was seen by many as a way for Janelle to reconnect with her audience and share a genuine, heartfelt moment. It also reminded viewers of the personal growth and evolving stories of each member of the Brown family. Some longtime fans reflected on how much Janelle has grown and changed over the years on Sister Wives. From her early days on the show to now, she has experienced numerous ups and downs, always maintaining a strong presence as a loving wife and mother. This pregnancy announcement added a new chapter to her ongoing story, highlighting her resilience and commitment to family. The reveal also sparked conversations about the future of the Sister Wives show. Fans began to speculate whether this pregnancy would be featured on upcoming episodes, and how it might affect the family dynamics portrayed on screen. Given the show's focus on the complexities of polygamist family life, this new pregnancy could introduce fresh storylines and emotional moments for viewers to follow. Alongside the excitement, some fans expressed hope that Janelle's health and well-being would remain a top priority throughout her pregnancy. Pregnancy can come with many challenges, especially in a large family setting, and fans wanted to make sure she received the care and support she needed. The outpouring of love and encouragement on social media was a clear sign that Janelle's followers truly care about her. As the news continues to circulate, many are now eagerly awaiting further updates from Janelle herself. Will she share more details about her pregnancy journey? Will she post regular updates on social media to keep fans informed? These questions remain unanswered, but one thing is certain: the ultrasound reveal has captured the attention of fans around the world. In conclusion, Janelle Brown's decision to share her pregnancy ultrasound on Instagram has been a major moment for fans of Sister Wives. The surprise announcement elicited a mix of shock, joy, and curiosity, demonstrating the deep connection between Janelle and her audience. Her post not only celebrated a personal milestone but also sparked renewed interest in her life and the future of the show. Fans are now watching closely for what comes next, ready to support Janelle through this exciting new chapter. The Sister Wives community is still reeling from the heartbreaking loss of Robert Garrison Brown, the beloved son of Cody and Janelle Brown. His passing left a deep void not just in his immediate family, but also among fans who had followed his journey since he was a child on the long-running TLC reality series. Now, reports are circulating that Cody Brown may be planning a surprising new chapter in his life, joining a physically demanding and mentally intense reality competition show, Special Forces: World's Toughest Test. And according to sources close to the family, he may be citing Garrison's death as the main motivation for stepping into such a grueling environment. The news has sparked both curiosity and controversy. For years, viewers have seen Cody primarily as the polygamist patriarch managing the complexities of his 4 marriages and 18 children. A sudden move toward military-style training and endurance challenges seems like a drastic shift. But Cody himself has reportedly expressed that after Garrison's passing, he's been searching for a way to channel his grief into something transformative, a test that would push him beyond his comfort zone, strip away distractions, and force him to confront pain head-on. Garrison Brown, known for his love of the outdoors, his service in the National Guard, and his warm but sometimes private demeanor, was someone who lived with purpose. Those who knew him recall his strong sense of discipline and his ability to work hard without seeking the spotlight. Cody has been open in the past about his pride in Garrison's accomplishments, though fans have also witnessed strained moments between father and son in later seasons. Their differences, which played out publicly on Sister Wives, were rooted partly in the family's fractured dynamics during the COVID years, when several of Cody's relationships with his older children became tense. After Garrison's passing, the grief within the family was palpable. Janelle, Garrison's mother, shared heartfelt tributes, as did his siblings, painting a picture of a young man with deep connections to those he loved. Cody's public reaction was more reserved, but those close to him say he has been deeply affected in private. Losing a child is one of the most devastating experiences any parent can face, and for Cody, it may have stirred a desire to seek clarity, redemption, and a way to honor Garrison's spirit. That's where Special Forces enters the picture. The Fox reality competition brings together celebrities and public figures to undergo military-style training designed by elite Special Forces operatives. There are no eliminations. Participants either quit voluntarily or are medically removed if they can't complete the challenges. It's a test not just of physical strength, but of emotional resilience, mental toughness, and the ability to withstand fear and discomfort. Past contestants have included athletes, actors, reality TV stars, and even political figures, all subjected to freezing waters, high-altitude jumps, and brutal obstacle courses. For Cody, the show might represent more than just another television appearance. Insiders claim he's spoken about wanting to experience the kind of discipline and perseverance that Garrison demonstrated in his own service. By putting himself through the same type of rigorous environment, Cody could feel he's connecting with his late son in spirit, almost like walking a path Garrison himself once knew. sway in his mind to honor Garrison's values of hard work, courage, and dedication. However, this potential move has not been met with universal support. Critics argue that joining a high-profile reality competition so soon after a family tragedy could appear opportunistic. Some fans feel Cody has not yet publicly reconciled with the strained relationships he had with Garrison and his other older children, and that using Garrison's death as a narrative for a new TV project risks overshadowing the private grief process. On social media, reactions have been split between those who see it as a healing journey and those who worry it could come across as self-serving. Family members have also reportedly expressed mixed feelings. Janelle has kept her statements focused on remembering Garrison's life rather than commenting on Cody's choices. Christine and Mary, Cody's former wives, have not publicly addressed the possibility of him joining Special Forces. Robin, his remaining wife, has remained silent as well, though those close to her suggest she may have concerns about the physical toll such a show could take on Cody. Cody himself, if the rumors are true, might see the show as an opportunity to rewrite his own narrative. Over the past several seasons of Sister Wives, his public image has taken significant hits. Viewers have criticized his handling of the family breakup, his perceived favoritism toward Robin, and his strained communication with his children. A physical endurance challenge could allow him to present a different side to the public, one of determination, humility, and grit. Could also, in his mind, serve as a symbolic cleansing of sorts, a way to face pain, endure it, and emerge stronger. Yet the emotional layer remains undeniable. The death of a child can lead parents in radically different directions. Some retreat inward, avoiding the spotlight entirely, while others seek out intense experiences to help process their grief. For Cody, whose life has always been intertwined with television, stepping into a film challenge might feel like the most natural, or perhaps most available, option. And while Special Forces is indeed a television production, its format does push contestants to their physical and emotional breaking points, which could be precisely what Cody feels he needs. If he does follow through, audiences will be watching closely to see whether the experience genuinely changes him. Will it inspire more openness and vulnerability with his family? Will it prompt him to repair fractured relationships? Or will it simply become another chapter in the complex, often polarizing story of Cody Brown's public life? Only time will tell. For now, the conversation continues. Fans are left to weigh whether Cody's possible participation in Special Forces is a heartfelt tribute to Garrison or a controversial move wrapped in reality TV spectacle. Regardless of where people stand, one truth remains: grief is deeply personal, and the ways people choose to navigate it are often as unique as the individuals themselves. This is Cody's way of honoring his son. The hope is that it brings him not only the challenge he seeks but also the healing he clearly needs. In the world of reality television, few families have captured as much attention, curiosity, and debate as the Browns from Sister Wives. Over the years, the show has documented the complex dynamics of Cody Brown and his plural marriage, including the relationships between his wives. Among those relationships, one of the most discussed topics has been the story of how Cody met his fourth wife, Robin Brown. For more than a decade, fans have heard different versions of this origin story. Some have heard it from Cody himself. Others have heard Robin's perspective. But now Mary Brown, Cody's first wife, has stepped forward to set the record straight once and for all. According to Mary, there have been key misunderstandings and even some myths surrounding the moment Robin entered the family's life. Mary explained that the first meeting between Cody and Robin was not some spontaneous love-at-first-sight encounter, nor was it an entirely chance event. Instead, Mary herself played a central role in introducing Robin to Cody. The time, Mary says, she met Robin through mutual friends within their faith community. Two women connected and began having conversations. Mary found Robin to be kind, engaging, and someone she believed might be a good fit for their plural marriage. It was during one of these interactions that Mary decided to mention Robin to Cody. She recalls telling him about this woman she had met and how she thought it might be worth introducing them. According to Mary, Cody was open to the idea but did not immediately jump into pursuing anything. This contradicts the long-standing rumor that Cody was the one actively seeking out Robin without his wife's involvement. Mary has been candid in pointing out that when the introduction finally happened, it was in a casual and community-oriented setting, not a romantic setup. Cody and Robin's initial meeting was brief. It was only later, through additional group gatherings and phone calls, that the connection began to develop. Mary emphasizes that she was not blindsided by their growing interest in each other. In fact, she was initially supportive, even enthusiastic about the possibility. Part of the reason Mary is clarifying the timeline now is because of how the story has evolved in public discussions. Over the years, some viewers have suggested that Cody and Robin's relationship may have started earlier or under different circumstances than what was shown on the show. This speculation intensified after the family's dynamic began shifting, with Robin eventually becoming Cody's only remaining wife in the wake of his separations from Mary, Christine, and Janelle. Mary says the real frustration for her comes from the idea that she was somehow a passive observer in the situation. She wants people to understand that she had agency in introducing Robin, that she supported the courtship at the time, and that the decision was one she actively participated in. To her, this is not just about setting a historical record, it's about reclaiming her role in a major turning point in the family's story. She also addressed the misconception that she immediately regretted bringing Robin into the family. While Mary admits that over the years tensions grew and relationships changed, she does not view her original decision as a mistake made in haste. She explains that, at the time, her belief in plural marriage and her trust in Cody's ability to manage multiple relationships were strong. She thought introducing Robin could enrich the family, not divide it. From Cody's side, past interviews have painted a picture of him being instantly intrigued by Robin upon meeting her. However, Mary's retelling adds more nuance. She says that while there was an undeniable spark, the early stages were slower and more deliberate than viewers might assume. Courtship followed the traditions of their faith, which included group activities, chaperoned visits, and careful conversations about compatibility and shared values. Another point Mary raised is the role the show itself played in shaping public perception. When Sister Wives first aired, Cody's courtship with Robin was a major storyline. Producers naturally wanted to highlight the romantic and dramatic aspects of the relationship. This meant that certain details, such as Mary's initiative in the introduction, were not emphasized as much as Cody and Robin's growing chemistry. Over time, the edited narrative became the dominant one in the public's mind. By coming forward now, Mary is also challenging some of the more sensational claims that have circulated online. For example, she denies that Cody and Robin had any form of romantic relationship before she knew about it. She insists that there was no secrecy or betrayal in the early stages, even if later developments in the family led to feelings of mistrust. Of course, not everyone in the fan community is convinced by Mary's account. Some critics believe that she may be reframing the story to protect her own image or to maintain a sense of control over a narrative that has often cast her in a negative light. Mary, however, maintains that her only goal is to correct inaccuracies and offer a fuller, more honest picture of the events. The relationship between Mary and Robin today remains complicated. While the two women were once close allies in the family, years of shifting alliances, hurt feelings, and personal struggles have changed the dynamic. Still, Mary says she does not blame Robin for all the difficulties that came later. In her view, the breakdown of the plural marriage was the result of many factors, including communication issues, emotional disconnects, and the immense pressure of living under public scrutiny. By revisiting the origins of how Cody met Robin, Mary is not just speaking to fans, she is also engaging in her own form of personal closure. For her, telling the truth about her role in that moment is a way of honoring her own experience and reminding people that she was once a central figure in Cody's life and in the family's decision-making. In the broader picture, Mary's clarification also sheds light on the unique and often misunderstood dynamics of plural marriage. In such relationships, the introduction of a new spouse is rarely just about romance between two people. It involves negotiation, consent, and the balancing of multiple emotional landscapes. Mary's decision to introduce Robin was, at least at the time, in line with her belief in those principles. For longtime viewers of Sister Wives, this new account may not change their opinion of Robin or Cody. However, it does add a layer of depth to Mary's story, showing her as a woman who once believed deeply in the plural marriage ideal and took active steps to grow her family in accordance with that belief. It also illustrates how reality TV editing can create lasting impressions that may differ from the more nuanced truth. As Mary moves forward in her life post-divorce, she continues to navigate the complicated legacy of her years in the Brown family. By setting the record straight, she is not only addressing a long-standing fan debate but also reclaiming a piece of her own history. Whether audiences accept her version or remain skeptical, her decision to speak out underscores her ongoing journey toward independence, self-definition, and a life beyond the shadows of the plural marriage that once defined her. The tell-all episode is meant to be the climax of each season, an opportunity for the cast to confront rumors, clear up misunderstandings, and give the audience insight into what really happened behind the scenes. Over the years, it has become known for its raw emotion and unfiltered revelations. But this time, fans were left feeling cheated, as Robin seemed determined to dodge direct questions from the host, leaving viewers with more questions than answers. From the very start of the tell-all, fans noticed that Robin's demeanor was unusually guarded. While other family members, including Christine, Janelle, and even Cody, addressed personal and sometimes uncomfortable topics, Robin appeared to give vague, carefully worded responses. Whenever the conversation veered toward controversial issues, such as accusations of favoritism, the breakdown of the plural marriage, or her role in the family's division, Robin either. One moment that particularly infuriated fans came when the host asked Robin directly about the long-standing rumors that her entrance into the family caused fractures among the other wives. Viewers have discussed this for years, pointing to episodes where tension between Robin and the other wives seemed to escalate quickly after she married Cody. Instead of offering her perspective, Robin simply said, "I don't think it's productive to rehash old wounds," before moving on. This answer left fans feeling robbed of the transparency they had been expecting. Social media quickly lit up after the episode aired. Twitter, Facebook groups, and Reddit threads exploded with criticism. Many fans accused Robin of hypocrisy, pointing out that she has often spoken at length on the show about how misunderstood she feels, yet refuses to clarify situations when given the chance. Some viewers argued that if Robin truly wanted people to see her side of the story, the tell-all was the perfect platform to do so, but she squandered it. Others saw her refusal as a calculated move. Some fans believe Robin carefully avoids saying anything that could tarnish her image or contradict Cody's narrative. Over the years, critics have accused her of being Cody's favorite wife and the main reason the family's plural marriage collapsed. By sidestepping questions, Robin may be trying to prevent fueling those accusations, but the strategy appears to have backfired, as silence is now being taken as guilt by many viewers. The frustration also stems from the fact that the other wives did not shy away from addressing sensitive topics. Christine, for example, spoke openly about her reasons for leaving Cody, acknowledging her pain but also owning her decisions. Janelle confronted Cody about past arguments and shared her perspective on their strained relationship. Even Mary, who has often been private, discussed her emotional journey. Against this backdrop of vulnerability, Robin's refusal to engage stood out sharply and was perceived as evasive. During one segment, the host attempted to get Robin to comment on whether she felt Cody treated her differently from the other wives. This question has been at the heart of fan discussions for years. Instead of answering directly, Robin claimed she wasn't keeping score, and that each marriage had its own challenges. While this was a safe response, it didn't satisfy the audience's curiosity. Fans' time Robin has been accused of withholding information. Throughout recent seasons, viewers have noticed her tendency to speak in broad, emotional terms rather than giving specific details. Some believe this is her way of controlling the narrative, sharing just enough to appear sympathetic while avoiding anything that could lead to criticism. Tell-All Special simply magnified this pattern for a much larger audience. The fallout from the tell-all has been significant. Several prominent Sister Wives fan pages reported losing patience with Robin entirely, with some stating they no longer believe anything she says on the show. Others called for TLC to reconsider how the tell-all is conducted, suggesting that the host should press harder when cast members refuse to answer. Some even proposed that fan-submitted questions be included. It's worth noting that Robyn did speak more openly about certain safe topics, like how hard it has been for her children to witness the family's breakdown, and her hopes for maintaining relationships with the other wives' kids. These comments were emotional and heartfelt, but they didn't touch the core controversies fans wanted addressed. To many, it felt like she was willing to share vulnerability only in areas that couldn't spark backlash. This controversy also ties into a broader conversation about the authenticity of reality TV. Fans invest in shows like Sister Wives because they promise to reveal the real lives of the people on screen. When cast members avoid direct questions, it undermines that sense of authenticity and leaves viewers feeling manipulated. As one viral Reddit comment put it, "If Robyn won't answer, then why even have her on the tell-all? We're not here for polite half-truths." Robyn's defenders, however, argue that she is in a difficult position. Given the intense online criticism she has faced over the years, they say it's understandable that she would be cautious about what she says. Some believe that no matter how she answered, her words would be twisted against her. These supporters see her silence as a form of self-protection, but instead, it left many storylines unresolved. Questions about favoritism, family divisions, and Robyn's role in the plural marriage's collapse remain unanswered, and given her reluctance, it's unclear whether viewers will ever get definitive answers. Looking ahead, this incident may have lasting effects on Robyn's reputation within the Sister Wives fandom. Once seen by some as a sympathetic figure who entered a complex family dynamic, she is now viewed by many as someone who hides behind vague statements to protect herself. Whether or not that perception is fair, it is becoming increasingly entrenched with each episode where she refuses to be direct. Sister Wives Meri Brown has never been one to shy away from addressing what she sees as unfair treatment or misleading narratives, and her recent comments make it clear she is not holding back. In the latest development shaking up the Brown family dynamic, Meri has openly criticized Cody Brown for a comparison he made between her and his fourth wife Robyn Brown. Fans who have followed the family for years know that comparisons between the wives have always been a sensitive and deeply personal subject. For Meri, however, Cody's latest remarks seem to have crossed a line, and she is determined to set the record straight. Cody Brown, the patriarch at the center of TLC's long-running reality series Sister Wives, has often spoken about his relationships with his wives, both the positive moments and the struggles. In a recent conversation that has since circulated widely among fans, Cody drew a direct comparison between Meri and Robyn, specifically praising Robyn's loyalty and commitment while implying that Meri had fallen short in those areas. The remarks sparked outrage among viewers, many of whom felt Cody was publicly diminishing Meri while elevating Robyn in a way that seemed hurtful and unnecessary. Meri's response was swift and pointed. She rejected the idea that her loyalty or dedication to the family could be called into question, especially after decades of effort to hold the plural marriage together. Meri reminded both Cody and the public that she had been part of the family from the very beginning, long before Robyn ever entered the picture, and had endured hardships, public scrutiny, and private heartbreak for the sake of their shared vision. Her stance was not defensive for the sake of ego, but a firm rebuttal to the narrative that she had somehow failed where Robyn had succeeded. Longtime fans recall that Meri was Cody's first wife, the one who helped build the foundation of the family. Through years of financial strain, raising children, and navigating the complexities of a plural household, she was there making sacrifices that were often invisible to the cameras. To hear Cody diminish her role by contrasting her with Robyn, who joined the family under much different circumstances, struck many as deeply unfair. Meri's criticism reflects not just personal hurt, but also a broader frustration with how her contributions have been rewritten or forgotten. Meri also pointed out that comparisons between wives in a plural marriage are not just unhelpful, they are actively destructive. While reality television inevitably invites comparisons, Meri stressed that Cody's responsibility as the husband and leader was to foster unity, not division. In her view, pitting one wife against another by highlighting perceived strengths and weaknesses undermines the trust and respect that is crucial for any family to function. She accused Cody of failing to uphold that responsibility, especially at a time when the family has already been fractured by separations and strained relationships. For her part, Robin has often expressed discomfort with being seen as Cody's favorite, though her actions and Cody's repeated praise have left many fans skeptical of how much she has truly resisted that role. Mary's comments did not directly attack Robin, but they made it clear that the issue was not simply about personalities. It was about the choices Cody has made and how he speaks about and treats each wife. Mary's frustration lies in the fact that Cody's public statements carry weight, not only in shaping viewers' perceptions but also in setting the tone for the family's internal relationships. The emotional impact of Cody's comparison cannot be overstated. For years, Mary has faced public speculation about her place in the family, especially after her emotional estrangement from Cody was revealed on the show. She has been open about feeling lonely, sidelined, and excluded from key family moments. To have those feelings compounded by public remarks that favor Robin over her has only deepened the sense of being undervalued. In calling out Cody's comparison, Mary is pushing back against a narrative that erases her struggles and dismisses her loyalty. Fans on social media quickly rallied behind Mary, with many pointing out that Cody has a pattern of singling out Robin for praise while criticizing his other wives. Some accused Cody of rewriting history to make Robin appear to be the only truly committed wife, ignoring the years of effort from Christine, Janelle, and Mary. Others suggested that Cody's favoritism has been a major factor in the breakdown of the family, and that his comments about loyalty are hypocritical given the fractured relationships he has with multiple wives. Mary's decision to speak out is part of a broader shift in how the wives, current and former, are reclaiming their voices. In the past, the family presented a more unified front, often downplaying internal conflicts for the sake of appearances. But as the reality of their strained relationships has become impossible to hide, each wife has begun telling her side of the story. Mary's remarks about Cody's comparison to Robin fit into this larger pattern of transparency, where the women are no longer willing to silently endure narratives that misrepresent their truth. In her response, Mary also emphasized the complexity of plural marriage and the emotional labor it requires. She argued that loyalty in such a context is not a simple matter of always agreeing with the husband or conforming to his preferences. True loyalty, she suggested, involves standing by the family even in moments of deep personal hurt, advocating for what is right, and maintaining one's integrity in the face of pressure. By that standard, she considers her record more than solid, and certainly not inferior to anyone else's. Mary's comments also indirectly challenge the romanticized image of Cody and Robin's relationship that has been a recurring storyline on Sister Wives. While Cody has often portrayed his bond with Robin as uniquely harmonious, Mary's critique serves as a reminder that such portrayals are subjective and influenced by favoritism. What looks like loyalty in one context may simply be alignment with Cody's personal preferences, rather than an objective measure of commitment. The fallout from Mary's statement is still unfolding, but it is clear that it has struck a nerve both within the family and among the fanbase. Cody has not yet issued a detailed response, though given his history, it is likely he will defend his comments as truthful observations. Whether he chooses to address Mary's points directly or sidestep them remains to be seen, but the damage to their already fragile relationship is undeniable. Ultimately, Mary's public pushback reflects a deeper truth about the dynamics in the Brown family, that years of favoritism, public comparisons, and selective storytelling have taken a toll that may be irreversible. By speaking up, Mary is not just defending her own legacy within the family, she is also highlighting the harm that comes when a leader fails to treat all members with equal respect. Her willingness to confront the issue head-on, despite the inevitable backlash, speaks to a growing resolve to live authentically and on her own terms, even if that means challenging the man she once called her partner in every sense. For viewers, Mary's criticism offers a candid glimpse behind the curtain of Sister Wives, cutting through the polished narratives to expose the messy reality of human relationships. Whether one agrees with her or not, there is no denying that her voice adds a necessary layer of complexity to the story, a reminder that loyalty is not measured by blind devotion, but by the quiet, enduring work of showing up, even when no one is watching. Cody Brown has finally broken his long silence on Instagram, and the topic he chose to speak on has left many Sister Wives fans in complete disbelief. After months of avoiding social media updates, the TLC star reappeared to announce that he will be participating in the new season of the reality competition Special Forces, world's toughest test. Instead of receiving praise and excitement from the fanbase, Cody's announcement triggered a wave of outrage, criticism, and deep skepticism. Cody's return to Instagram was unexpected. For months, fans had noticed his absence from all major platforms, especially during a time when Sister Wives Season 19 was airing and conversations about his fractured family dynamics were dominating online discussions. While his wives, both current and former, have often taken to social media to share updates, Cody has remained largely silent, letting the drama unfold on television without personal commentary. That's why his decision to break that silence for a competitive military-style reality show announcement struck a nerve with many longtime viewers. In his Instagram post, Cody shared a photo of himself in tactical gear, alongside the caption announcing his participation. He wrote about how the show would push him to his limits physically and mentally, and how it represented a personal challenge that he felt called to take on. He briefly acknowledged that this might surprise some people but framed the move as part of a personal journey towards self-growth. He thanked the production team for the opportunity and hinted at emotional reasons for accepting the challenge without fully explaining them. Instead of rallying behind him, fans flooded the comments section with questions and criticism. Many pointed out that Cody has been absent from social media and, according to the show, from key moments in his family's life, yet seemed eager to devote time and energy to a televised competition. Viewers expressed frustration that he had not addressed the ongoing tensions between himself and his adult children, or the pain expressed by his former wives before announcing such a project. Others questioned his motives altogether. Was this about personal growth, as he claimed, or about repairing his public image after seasons of backlash? The optics of appearing on Special Forces, a show that prides itself on extreme physical endurance, military discipline, and emotional vulnerability, seemed to many like a calculated attempt to reframe himself as a resilient, disciplined leader in the public eye. Skeptics pointed out that reality TV appearances rarely happen without strategic media planning, and that Cody's timing right after another season of Sister Wives aired was too convenient to be coincidental. The outrage was also amplified by comparisons to other reality stars who joined Special Forces in past seasons. The show has featured public figures seeking redemption or trying to prove themselves in a new light after public controversies. Fans were quick to point out that Cody's name now sits alongside celebrities who have used the platform to shift their narrative, and many were unconvinced that his appearance would change their perception of him. Beyond the backlash, some fans were simply baffled. Why had Cody chosen this as the moment to speak up, after months of silence on pressing family issues? Over the last year, Christine and Janelle have shared candid insights into their lives post-Cody. Mary has opened up about moving forward independently, and Robin has been vocal about her struggles. Cody, on the other hand, had mostly stayed out of direct online engagement, until now. That silence, in the